Happy Flosstube Friday, friends. My name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to Flosstube episode number 80. Yay. Are you excited? I'm so excited to be here. Happy September 1st to you. If this is your first time here, welcome. My channel is mainly about cross stitch and quilting and knitting and making and all the things. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining and coming back and sharing some of your time with me. As always, I have a jam-packed full session. And because last week was my 2-year 10K, I got to it. Yay. Mwah, love you. Subscriber video last week. I've got giveaways galore coming up. So buckle in, get your stitching, grab something to drink, and settle in because it's going to be a good one. As always, I have my table of contents. Took me a while to make sure I didn't forget anything. Chances are I might. My to-do list is bonkers, but we're just going to dive right in. So as always, I like to just give you a little rundown of what we're going to talk about today. So I do have WIPs galore. I went and I was just pulling things from the basket over in my stitchy spot. And I was like, I stitched on this, I stitched on this. I was like a squirrel just picking up different things all week. Who knew? But I've got some WIPs. I do have a fully finish. I have a finished stitch, not a fully finish. That did not happen. I have plans to fully finish. I need a fully finishing day. Not here yet. We're going to talk about Sampler September and what my plans are because it's September 1st. So I guess I cannot push it off any further. It is time to come up with some September sampler plans. Yes, I agree. So I don't know if I have a plan yet. I haven't stitched today. So still time. We're going to chat about it. I'm going to show you. We're going to discuss. So Sampler September, I do have some stitchy kindness that I want to share with you. I have a little bit of haul. We're not going to deep dive into haul because, like I said, we're not trying to make a movie today. So we'll just see how it goes on the haul. I do have, as I said, the 2-year 10K video last Friday. Hopefully you saw it. Hopefully you entered and you got your name in because there was some good stuff. So I've got all the giveaway winners pulled for that. So listen in. Hopefully you're on that. I do have some quilt progress. I'm going to talk about some other plans in quiltiness and that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into the stitching, shall we? So let's just grab WIP number 1, just the top of the pile. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. It's just top of the pile. Top of the pile this week. Any guesses what's in here? Yeah, I showed you this. This was a new start last week. Beautiful. I'm so excited. Like if I was going to be a monogamous stitcher, this was going to be the one that took me over this week. But I didn't because I wanted to finish. I needed to work on something else. You'll see the other WIP. So I did not, even though I wanted to, but hopefully you guys have got this ordered and they're started coming in. We talked about this extensively last week. It's the new chart from my sweet friend Liz from Liz Mathews. So hopefully you've grabbed your chart. I got some stitching on it. Where's my board? Here's my board. Yay, I didn't have to go far. Okay, so let me just show you. Like I said, I did some stitching on it. And it's a hot mess because I left it in dishevels because I thought I was going to come back before Friday morning, but I did not because I was good. And I'll show you what I was good about later. But yeah, so what is this? Okay, good. I don't even know what that is. Okay, there we go. There we are. So this is what I do. I've talked about this before, but I just, in case you're new here, what I like to do, so I'm stitching this. Welcome. Hold on. Let's try not to squirrel, shall we? So here's my project tracker card. This chart is this chart is called the Pumpkin House from the designer Hello from Liz Mathews. I'm stitching mine on 16 count. Who knows what that says? Fiber on a whim. The color is Stream. And then the bottom half is going to be 16 count. Picture this plus fog. I haven't started that section yet. I did do a full color conversion. We talked a little bit about this last week, but I just wanted to review. Liz charts an MPI and then gives you a very thoughtful DMC conversion. Both beautiful. I am an overdyed like junkie. I just love the movement and the hand-dyedness yarn. My mother calls floss yarn. It sometimes rubs off on me. But I love overdyed cottons. And so this is my custom colored Tiger Lily custom floss conversion to Forbidden Fiber Co. And this is a pack. So if you're an overdyed junkie like me and you want, I've done a color conversion. It's very, I brightened it up a little bit. I just wanted that so you can really see, hopefully the light is helping, but see these pumpkins, that orange, you just get so much movement in the orange. Okay. Like, is this cat not adorable? It is. So I did some stitching on this. I love it. Like I said, I would love to get this ready to go. How great would it be? And so I started to work. This was like fill-in. I had some fill-in time. I'm going to try to get the roof to fill in. It's hard to do the house to get to fill-in part because you don't know it, but those cobblestones, fantastically gorgeous, are 3 different colors of cobblestones. And then there's white fill-in. So I'm not quite sure this is going to be a contender for my Take to Retreat fill-in project. I'm flying this time instead of driving. So I have to really think about what I'm going to bring, what I'm going to do, all the things, and really how much am I going to stitch. But that is my stitch from this week. I love it. I can't wait. Hashtag goals to get that is done and on, fully finished, on display by October 1. That's a lofty goal, especially when we talk about Sampler September, but I'm here for it. And I've already seen, so I've got my friend Leanne from Forbidden Fiber Co. She has been waiting to start the chart. So she's starting the chart, obviously with her floss, because it's gorgeous. And then my sweet friends Bridget, the museum stitcher, and Cam the stitcher, have both posted yesterday that they got their Forbidden Fiber Co. threads in the mail. So fun. They both have beautiful fabrics, and that's the fun thing. We're using the same floss, but it's on different fabrics and different counts, and so it just makes it different. So there is a hashtag. I will put it right here. It's the Pumpkin House Sal on Instagram if you want to follow along and just see and watch everybody's progress. No rhyme or reason. I don't have an official essay, Sal start date. It's kind of like when you get your chart, get your floss, do the DMC, pull for your own stash, just do it and stitch it. It's going to be fun. Oh, and my friend Jody has started it too, I think. So there you go. That was my first WIP for this week. Let's see what else I have. Okay. This one. So we've talked about this back before. This is kind of like a Project Keeper reject because I had to slice it anyway. Somebody called it a folder, and my mother thinks that's a fantastic, like I need to make folders. Maybe. What do you think? It's just the foam from my keepers and then the vinyl and the pocket. Interesting. I don't know. It's fun. It's like a project bag with the bonus thing in the back. Anywho, so this is one of my stitches. Ooh, and bad girl for me because I left it on the hoop. I am new. If you're first time here, I stitch on Aida 99% of the time. I am an Aida stitcher. All the things. Big girls, little girls. All the things go on Aida, and I'm here for it. I have started just dipping my toe in the water of linen stitching, and it's a challenge. I'm up for a challenge. I like to challenge myself. So this is one. Listen, I'll show you. There's my ball o' floss. Because I didn't have any more. I need to make myself some more of those thread keep 3-ring binders, or 3-ring binder clip ring things, because as you can see, I've run out. They're all in my project bags. So let me take it out of the hoop. No, I should probably just leave it in the hoop because really everything I'm stitching is in the hoop. And it's already been in there for I don't know how many, too many days. My friend Shellie from Antique Needleworkers told me, no, you don't leave your linen in the hoop. I know. So I did, but this is something that I worked on. I do the linen stitching in the morning. So because my eyes are fresh and I can see, so this is such a beautiful, so this is Blackbird, The Light Upon the Lawn. It's the Loose Feathers series number 2. No rhyme or reason why I have number 2. It's the only one I have from this series. Super fun. I'm a huge fan, super fan, when the birds, animals, foxes, bears, all the things are bigger than houses. Yep. I love it when an animal is bigger than a house or proportionally just incorrect. Like not awesome. That's all I have to say. It's not incorrect. It's awesome. So yes, my bird, I had to start with the bird because he was the reason that Lily bought me this chart and kitted it up for me. So I am stitching this on 40 count. Yes. Yeah, it's 40 count. I'm trying to remember. Well, I don't know why I'm remembering. The project tracker card should be in here somewhere. It's 40 count dirty teacup from Needle and Flax. Gorgeous linen. It's my first piece, my first and only piece of Needle and Flax. So fun, but I'm having so much fun stitching this up. You know, if I gave it another morning, if I had another like whole week of mornings next week, I could probably get it done. There's not that much stitching except for the house, which I will not bring this as a filling contender for the retreat because linen fill-in when I'm sitting there yik-yakking with my friends, that's not gonna set myself up for success, and that's not gonna be it. So, but that was a WIP that I worked on this week, so I just want to show you a little bit of progress since I showed it to you last. Let me grab this one. Is a super fun, and yes, it is in one of my OG project bags because there is a lot to this bad boy. This is a sweet, fantastic. I showed this to you. I think this was in haul last week. Yes, because if you follow me on Instagram, you saw this was a new start from this week. I started this Sunday morning. I just woke up and I was like, it's a Sunday morning new start. You know, no plan, no reasons. I try to plan these things. I try to have, you know, new starts, special occasions, things like that. Or sometimes it's just what do I want to do? Starting a new start. So that's what I did this Sunday. I had a leisurely Sunday morning and I was like, this is so fun. Let's try this. So this is the Jane Parsons from the Wishing Thorn. This I bought as a kit from her online site. I will put the link down below. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard about them. Brenda and Laura have them. Shellie started this exact one, which is why I had to like join in and sell with my sweet friend. And so I got a couple days of stitching on this one because it's super fun. So let's just talk about this. This is Jane Parsons 1841. Super cute sampler. Let's see if I can tell you. It's not that big. 140 by 159. Not big at all. But what is super unique about this is that it's kitted up with wool floss. And that's why I had to have this extra. So this is from my April Keeper Club. I use this to keep all my wool safe and sound. So I had to wait to start this one because I had to go and get, nope, did not have 24 tapestry needles in stash. I only have 26 and 28. So, and of course I decided to do this on a day in stitches. My local L&S here in Mount Vernon, Virginia has very short window of hours, opening hours. So it's kind of hard to pop in unless you plan accordingly. But I was able to pop into Michael's and grab myself the DMC as well as, and there it goes on the floor, as well as Shellie gave me the heads up that you would need a tapestry needle threader, and I didn't have a tapestry one, so I wanted to grab that. But this is the beautiful Overdyed wool. Super fun, right? Okay, all the different colors, and that's what came in the kit. So what's interesting is, so I pulled it out, and I'm like, okay, how the heck? It's schemed up differently or wound up differently. There was a little bit of a learning curve on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. when I decided to start this, but I got it done. And so I pulled out my cute little R&R floss winder. This is a lifesaver tool if you don't have one. It's great for DMC, but it also works for this. So I had to, because I pulled it, I was like, can I just, because it's one stranded, right? It's not like pull 6 strands and separate it. But it's one of those things like that. And so I had to pull this out, wind it around like DMC, and then cut it to get my 18-inch length of thread. I need to slow down. So it's, I just get so excited. Okay. And so then, you know, I'll just pull. That's the great thing about this is just pull one strand. So it's one strand because this is thick wool floss. Okay. Thick wool floss. What does that mean? That means it gets kitted up with 28 count. I think it's just said casual linen. There's nothing fancy about it. I don't know if Wishing Thorn dyes it or if it's just like off the bolt. There was no Witchell tag, so I'm not quite sure what it is. But anyway, it's just 28 count linen. Very nice, you know, I didn't iron. But this is fantastic. If you're an Aida stitcher, and first of all, of course, if you're ever going to jump ship or try non-Aida, and try something else, 28 is the way to go, or even 25, because it's bigger, right? And I'm a stitch in hand girl, except for the 40 count linen when I put it on my pretty little hoop. But 28 count, this 28 count is fantastic. I can stitch in hand. I was blown away. I do not need my magnifier for that. I need it for 36 count linen. For 40 count linen, I have to have my magnifier, my day glow light, but I don't need it for this. I'm stitching in hand. It's so fun. Like, Shellie describes it, you can hear the whoosh of the thread, you know, because it's wool thread that you're pulling through. I love it. It is so fun. It's like, she was not wrong. Not that I ever thought she would be, but it's so addicting. It's so different than the silks and the cottons that I've only ever stitched with. Stitching with wool, Yeah. It's kind of like needlepoint. So if you needlepoint, you're like, well, duh. So, you know, needlepoint on that hard canvas, it's very similar to that. And that's what a lot of the, so like In Stitches is also a needlepoint shop. And so they have a huge selection of it. I haven't done that yet, but they have a huge selection of it. And because you use it to do your 10 stitch, listen, I don't know all the lingo in the needlepoint world, but I know that that's what they use. And so it's beautiful. It gives you nice, full, poofy coverage on needlepoint. Full coverage is needlepoint, right? But cross stitch, I never thought about it. I've never done it. It is so fun. It is so fun. So this is a WIP from this week. Also part of the Sampler September conversation. Just remember, okay? Because it's a sampler because it's got the letters. So that was another one of my new starts. That's a new start from this week. And then, oh, let's dive into my finish. So my finish for this week is in one of my Halloween minis. So it's not Halloween, it's autumnal, but I'm super excited to have this cutie done. Now, if you've been here a while, you know, listen, sometimes things just come to me, and that's just the reality of my world. I just like, I'm not even saying there's great idea, light bulb moments, but it's one of those things where I just come up with these ideas, spur of the moment, and I just do them. And I bring you along if you want to come. So I don't even remember when. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, at some point, I was digging through my WIP trolley, which I've talked about my WIP trolley before, so, you know, there, if you know, you know. So I was digging through my WIP trolley and found this chart that I had started almost 18 months ago. And it had only gotten like 2 or 3 days worth of love and then went back into the bottom of the trolley. And as things went on, you know, time went on, and here we are 18 months later, and I hadn't finished it, hadn't pulled it back out since the start. Of course, I've lost my board. No, I haven't. It's right here. But I started a Sal, and I'm super excited about it. It's also going to be part of my Sampler September. Oldie but goodie Sal. Here's the little hashtag. So I've got lots of friends that are joining. It's one of those things where go into your WIP basket, you know you have it. Just own it. And pull out an oldie but a goodie. One that you want to, like, you think to yourself, why haven't I finished this? Well, hunker down, devote time, and let's get her done. Let's do it. So I did it. Yay. My beautiful, this is the Scarlet House Penny Pumpkin. So fun. I stitched this on, let me looky-loo, 18 count. Picture this plus Darling. I did a little bit of color conversion. Ooh, I need to put my finish date in there. Sometime this week. Don't remember exactly, but you know, it's close enough. It's close enough for government people. So here is my finish. So sweet. Ooh, need to get that needle out. That's a good one too. That's a pony black. So I love it. I don't know how I'm going to finish it, whether I'm going to finish it. Okay. Kind of love my Boost shelf setter. Am I right? I'm kind of thinking like I was going to do a pillow, and I might still do a pillow, but I kind of like the little vignettes around my house. This is more my jam because I still don't have a daggone dough bowl. Hopefully when I go to, well, so sometimes hopefully because I'm only going to have a suitcase. We'll see. Chantel will ship it for me. If I find a dough bowl, I don't have a dough bowl for my pillows. I need to find that. First world problems, right? So you know, sometimes I don't like to do pillows because then I don't really know how to like decorate with them. But these guys, I can sit them all around this little side table, all the things. So I'm thinking this pumpkin might be cute, as I love a shelf setter. Just love it. This was just one of those, it was either Michael's or Walmart. I don't know what this says. I don't know. But it was just, you know, a wood piece, and I double batted button and grosgrain ribbon, Hobby Lobby, easy peasy. I mean, took no time at all. And one of these finishes. Ooh, I'm gonna meet my mama later. Maybe we'll have to hit up Hobby Lobby and I can take it, add it to my little to-go bag. So we shall see. So that was my finish for this week. And okay, so I did stitch on one other one, but we're going to talk about that during Sampler September. Are you ready for that? Let's just do it. Sampler September. So if you saw my screenshot, you're like, what the heck? Yeah. So I dug into my WIP trolley. Okay, so let's just talk about it. Sampler September. It's fantastic. I love a good sampler. Big girls, little girls. Samplers can be little tiny little marking samplers. They can be the ginormous big girls that I love. All the things. And let me tell you, don't be confused. There is like a toy with having a new start. couple different new starts. We talked about maybe starting the Vanity sampler this month. And I was about this close to kitting it up and starting it. Doing my little floss conversion with Cam's color convert. I mean, she did this Goth. Anyway, so like taking inspiration from those bright colors, like everything's better in pink, right? Yeah, so I was going to do that. But then I decided I needed to show some restraint. In September, well, I kind of deep dove off a couple different cliffs. And I was like, there has to be one bridge I'm not jumping off of. And this is the one I've decided. I don't know. We'll see. It's only September 1st. Like, you could totally start as one later. Maybe if I finish one. None of them are anywhere close to being finished. Let's just be right honest. Let's just be straight honest right there. Okay, so what I have right for you today, I'm just going to show you why did I decide that I did not deserve? Deserve's the wrong word. Why did I decide that I should, you know, buckle down and stitch on what I have? Stitch your stash. Am I right, my friends? Jessica and Alicia have that beautiful Facebook group that I'm a, you know, silent member of. Yeah. That, you know, Stitch Your Stash. It's not even just Stitch Your Stash. I'm like Stitch Your WIPs. Girlfriend, get her done. But so what I wanted to do, I wanted to get reinvigorated. I feel like all the times when you see WIP parades or when you do a WIP parade or you see you get reinvigorated, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I haven't touched this in a while. This is fabulous. Ooh, this one's fabulous. So that I thought would be fun for me to share with you my sampler September, show you all what I think all. I mean, I spent like 10 minutes digging through the trolley. I think this is all of them. Totally could be wrong, but I at least have 6 to show you. Yes, I have 6 big girls in the WIP basket. That is why, I mean, lucky number 7. Would it hurt? Probably not. But, oh, yes. Oh, and then the new one. So that is 7. Jane Parsons. I forgot. Okay, lucky number 8, right, friends? Okay. Let me just show you. Let's just show you some stitching. Just in case in case you need a new sampler, let me help you. So this one's in my cute, love me a Sue bonnet. Okay, so this one's in my Sue bonnet. Anybody remember what's in Sue bonnet? Yeah, me neither. Found her. This is Fox and Rabbit Dorothy's sampler. Love this. Love, love, love this. Okay, so this is, of course, that is the moral of the story. Where did my board go? Here it is. Found it. Okay. Moral of the story, friends. I don't call for colors about 90% of the time. So just, you know, welcome. Oh, this one's so pretty. Okay, I remember why this one had to go away. I mean, it didn't have to go away, but I remember why this one did not continue on, and it was because of the Orangina. So we've talked about it before, but I just want to show you. So these are all my custom, it's a full custom conversion. Here is, I've definitely shared it on Instagram if you want to know, and you can get, you know, take a shot and see all my color cards are in a post on Instagram, but I changed all the colors to overdyeds. So Fox and Rabbit charts in, I don't know what, that's not the back of the chart. I'm guessing DMC and a silk of some sort. Of course, I wanted to do overdyeds. So I've got overdyed cottons for all of them. So, so pretty. And I started center start. Love me a good center start. Beautiful. Okay, like this. See this variegated rose right here? See that whole color? That's one color. And that's why I love it. It gives you the movement of a rose without having to change colors. Love, love. Okay, so that was like, that's my jam. And that color is called Orangina by Crescent Color Works. Yeah, the old classic Color Works. And that's the pickle that I'm in right now. I am looking on the hunt, still searching. Let me find so I can show you. See the old tag, the Crescent Color Works. Who knew? I should have paid attention when I was kitting this up at InStitches. It is this Orangina is nice and muted. The Orangina of new is like neon and in your face. I love neon and in your face. I'm obviously wearing hot pink, but I've already stitched with the old muted one for this guy. So anything else, and this color is all over the chart. Like I probably needed 3 skeins of it. Let's just be honest. See, it's everywhere. So that's the pickle of it all, is I have to find a different color to replace the rest of it. I mean, it won't hurt anything. What I'll probably do is write Orangina was the center, and then over here, like right here, this, I'll just have to make another, I'll just do another color conversion. I'm not afraid. Those birds, I mean, come on. Okay, so fun. So there's sampler number 1, right? Big girl number 1. She was started in May of 23. Not that bad. Like, that's pretty good. Really? All these other things that I stitch. Okay, so how am I going to put these away so it's not a hot mess in the end? Let me see. Okay, so I am going to put them away as I go. Otherwise, I'll end up with a huge pile at the end and they'll all get disheveled and things. So nobody wants that. Okay, let's just pick up the next one. What's in here? I don't know. It's got a tin in there. Okay, so with the tin is a giveaway. The tin is how I do, let's see if I even have, no. The tin, you can see, look at all those good needles. So the tin is a motor tin that I put magnets on the bottom of. And so this is a monochromatic stitch. Okay, let's see what part this is. I don't know, part 5. So okay, so May was the last time I even thought about this project. This is the beautiful Fox and Rabbit 2023 mystery sampler. I wonder what 6, 7, 8, and now 9 is out. I have no idea what any of it looks like, but it's a monochromatic. For me, it's monochromatic. I picked a beautiful Mo's. This was my New Year, New Start. Yes, it was. Okay, good. I was like, did I remember? This was my New Year, New Start. I'm stitching this on 18 count Dunes from LFA Linens. And I picked a beautiful Love Me a Mo Silk Hank. So this is a, do you see the variegation? Oh, yummy, yummy pink. Okay, so I picked that. It's a beautiful pink. This is a huge piece of fabric because this piece is ginormous. That's just the moral of the story. Yep, I'm still in part 1. Still in part 1. Part 1 is gorgeous. Part 1 is gorgeous. Of course, I did a center start, so there's like fabric everywhere. I do really like parts 1 through 5. I wonder what 6, 7, 8, and 9 look like. Do I still love it? That's what I'm going to test. That's what I'm going to check out next. Because I'm going to be real honest with you. I love it, but am I in love with it? I don't know. I don't know if I would reach for this one over some of these other big girls. I love this center motif. I love that I'm real close to being done. This one would be super cute all by itself. Finish it up and call it done. Ooh, could that be a loophole for September? Sampler September? Could I get a new one with that loophole? Listen, stay tuned. Who knows? I'm going to check out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's out. So I'm going to go check it out, see if it brings me in, draws me in more, or if I'm like, you know, I still just like number 1 first. I love the first urn. Love it. Anyway, let's just see what else we've got. Okay, I know what this is. I'm going to tell you, I haven't touched this WIP. Well, the last time I touched it was during my WIP parade of January when I shared a WIP parade for 2023. Haven't touched it this year at all. This is what I thought. This was the one I was like, you just need to buckle down because this is one that I do love. I love it. I'm in love with it. I want it on my wall like yesterday. I just am not feeling, okay. You just want to, you're like, okay, show it to me, shall we? Shall we? Okay, but I just want you to know, this was like back in my prototype days of keeper wear, like vintage jewelry on this leather flap, vintage lace. Ugh, listen, love me. Okay. Hot Mess Express, welcome. This thing is hogging so much floss. I mean, I've got, this is obviously working floss, all overdyeds. This is extra floss, also all overdyeds. Ugh, it just makes me sick how much floss is in there because do you know what this bad boy is? They're not even all in here. I only have 4 in here. You know what it is now, don't you? This is my Blackbird Designs Anniversaries of the Hearts on my blankets. So cute. So I started in the bottom corner. Remember when we talked about bugs and birds being the scale of the house? Like That one is my Lily block, my daughter Lily. She loved that, and it's purple, and that's her jam. And so I personalized it with her name and her birthday, and that's that, right? And then I went up to the next one, chugging right along. I'm 95% sure that that block's done. This was my grandmother Maxine. She also loved pink, so I've got her name and her years 21 to 89. That's my grandmother. And that's as far as my anniversary's at. I have a super cute cheat sheet from the Facebook group where I know who's each block, and I'm going to personalize this one for this grandmother and this one for my mom and my sister and my niece. And like, I was super inspired. Like, I watched Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts that whole year she did this. So inspired. I think that's when I like kitted it up, and I was like, I need it. I need it on my wall. But I'm 2 blocks in on a piece that's like basically 15 blocks, really, if you look at it. I mean, some of these this is a double block, and there's a freebie block, but there's 15 blocks and I'm only 2 blocks in. It's just a little over 10%, friends. I love it. So I'm not going to uncut it. I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to do anything else. It's just going to stay. One day it will speak to me, right? Right? I don't think September's going to be it. I was hoping I would get invigorated by touching it and feeling it and looking at it and seeing all the things. I don't even know what blocks are next. That's the problem. Like some people, so I printed out 2 different sheets. This is super fun. You get inspired by looking at this Facebook group. Yeah, and here's another one. So they're all 3. So people moved the blocks around. I mean, there's a standard way of doing it or like a charted way of doing it. But then there's people that moved it all around. Like, okay, see, next to the butterfly block, I could put this block, or I could put this. Oh, that's the same block, but totally different colors. Or I put the swan block. Like, people just mixed and matched, which I'm all for mixing and matching and doing my own thing. Maybe I don't want to do all 15. Maybe I just want to pick like, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know what I want to do. So when I don't know what I want to do, it just stays in the trolley, friends. That's that. Next. This one. What's in here? I don't know. Let's see. This one, this is my new start. Okay. So this is a new sampler that I have started here recently. This was a sampler. This is for sweet friend Sarah, handmade by Sarah W. I will link her down below. If you don't follow her, go follow her because she's got a beautiful floss tube. This was her birthday start. I mean, come on. Beautiful. Jane Hopkins, 1875. So many friends are doing this. She's got a hashtag. We're having so much fun doing it. All the things. It was a July 1st start. I was a little late to the party, but better late than never. So I did get a start. I am using all the called for DMCs. I stayed in my lane on this one. I'm doing a page finish kind of strategy on this. Not finished squat, but I have a page start, I should say. So this is sideways. This is page 6. I'm working on page 6, friends. So rather than, I'm usually a color completer. So I would take this green and just go. But instead I'm trying a new strategy because this is like a 15-page book. And rather than having to flip and flap and to keep track, I was like, I'm going to try that and see how that feels for me, how that's feeling. This is being stitched on where my tracker card is. I don't know. This is being stitched on 16 count. Picture this plus doubloon. Beautiful fabric. I chose it because look at that splotch right in the middle. I'm going to cover it up with the urn. I'm going to get all this yummy modeling all around it. Okay, let's just be honest. We've talked about it before and I'm pretty much 100% sure I am not going to stitch this border, friends. Nope. I am doing just this center. The border's beautiful. This would be a super cute, like, little smalls to swap. Totally haven't done my small swap for next week. I could do that. Or these little birds right here. Like, that's fun. Then I can say I stitched it. I just didn't stitch it with the things. So, because I see this flower urny thing in an oval frame. I mean, do you see it like on an antique wall from your grandmother's house, your great-grandmother's house? Like, it would be fantastic. Sorry, my dog is walking around, click-clacking on the floor. So you have, I just see it. So that's inspiring. Whether it's round or oval, I'm not quite sure, but I see it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I'm working on page 6. So this little area right here, slow and steady. So I am doing all the called for DMCs. Like I said, I have it in one of my bobbin keeper ones. So I am trying something new. There's 32 colors with this bad boy. There's only 24 on the side of my bobbin keeper. So I have an extra mini keeper on the inside, which is perfect. Sometimes you need to. So I keep this. These are some bobbins that I pulled from my DMC folder that I haven't used yet. So these are the only ones I've used. So that's how they go from the mini on the inside to the front area. Are they on the page I'm working on? Then they come up to the front. So these are ones when I kitted it up, I pulled from my existing bobbin box. These are the ones I had to buy new. And these are the Atom Heart thread bobbins that I am using to wind the new ones. Because I love the idea. I love a bobbin, but because then you can see and it's all organized and it's pretty, but I love these Atom Heart. And this is, I can thank my friend Bridget for this. Thank you so much, sweetie. So this is an Atom Heart bobbin floss drop. So it looks like a bobbin, but you get it like a, you get the best of both worlds. So you have a floss drop and then you can pull, because no, DMC, 16 count. It's 2 strands of thread. I have to think about all the things. It is 2 strands of thread, but since it's DMC, I can just pull 2 strands because there's no color variation, right? That's when I'm doing overdyed. I definitely like to pull strands together so you get the bang for your buck that you're spending it for. But DMC, that's the great thing about DMC is it's all saturated color. So I can just pull 2 strands right off the drop. Don't have to unwind anything. Don't have to worry about where I'm going to put those other 4 floss strands when I wind it off the other bobbin. Anyway, so the pull right off there, it wraps right back up, super tight, pretty, and pops right back in my little pocket for my bobbins. So that is that. So I love this. It's super fun, super easy to stitch. Like I said, I'm stitching this in hand. It is 16 count. It is easy breezy. Sure would be great if I could get this and take this with me. That would get a lot. We'll see. We'll see. So that sampler, that is Miss Jane. All right, chugging right along, friends. I got 2 more samplers to share with you from the trolley. This one is my birthday start. So listen, love this one. This one's probably got the most work on it. This is Harriet Hay from Mill and the Floss Samplers. I did a full Tiger Lily color conversion on this to overdyed floss. You can get that conversion on my Instagram as well. The floss colors are so yummy. Yes, I have 2 floss rings. One is active floss rings that I'm using on these cute little drops that my sweet friend Sarah made for me. And these are my extras because there are many colors that, because I'm stitching this on 16 count, Boston Tea Party, which means 2 strands, I definitely learned my lesson and bought a couple extra skeins because while I was kitting it up, I just wanted to have it in case you needed it. So that's why I have 2 different drops. So I do that, and let's just see where we are at with this one. Now, is this the contender to finish? I mean, sure. If I only, okay, Mama, I can't talk to you right now. Hold on. In a little bit. I'll call you back. So, you know, if I was a monogamous sampler stitcher, what is this? Okay, I was working on that right there, obviously. I'm one of those people that leaves like mid-stitch. So, I mean, so I filled in this house at StitchCon. That was my StitchCon. So I've got some grass to fill in. There's no other big chunks, but lots of little motifs. I mean, listen, I got the house done. Like if I just went around, I am definitely, someone has asked me, I have lots of sweet friends that are stitching this with me. So fun. Hashtag, here's my cute little hashtag cards that Sarah made me. Hashtag Harriet Hay Sal and hashtag Tiger Lily B-Day Sal. So those are so fun. Lots of friends. One's already finished it, like super close. All that word stitching, that's over 1. On Ada, over 1 is not my jam. So I am going to, as I did with Mary Morgan's, chart a different quote. I haven't picked it out yet though. So I'll have to figure out the quote. But this one, you know, like for real, I could totally, okay, it's not fill-in. Let's talk about this for a minute. It's not fill-in, but it's almost as mindless. Filling in, doing the rest of this border, those little yellow and red. You have to kind of cut and snip a lot, but that's okay. Like that's not hard. I don't have to reference the chart. I think I can do that and talk at the same time. So like the border could be my retreat, like hunker down and do it. And then there's just like a couple motifs. Like, I don't know. Like I don't know. Listen, these are the things I have to think about. What do you think? What do you think I should do? Tell me in the comments. Do you think I should pick one? Okay, I still have one more to show you. But do you think I should pick one and see if I can finish it for September? Okay. Or do you think I should just split and flat and like do one per week? I don't know. I mean, obviously it's just fun conversation. What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing in the comments down below, because I'm super excited. Like, did you start new? I'm super jealous. I want to start new. Let's just be honest. Before September is over, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to start that Vanity sampler by Liz. So gorgeous. Okay. Last but not least, this is Sarah's birthday start from last year. Yes, I haven't finished that. So beautiful chart. It's a big girl and a half. This is Miss Lucy Calcutt from 1826. I don't even want to tell you how big it is. 281 by 380. Yes, yes, big, big girl. Here she is right here. She has, again, love. All of her colors are in my beautiful Floss Keeper, so they all fit in there. That means there's less than 30 colors. That's always good to know. And then, so I did work on this one this week when I was on Alicia's live the other night. I was like, okay, I'm going to stitch and hang out and yik yak. Live floss tubes are so much fun. But you have to come prepared. You know, when I'm watching Flosstube and I'm stitching, you know, pausing and going back, but lives, you got to be like interacting and chatting. And so I can only do that when I'm doing fill-in. So this was my fill-in that I worked on a couple nights ago. I got the grass filled in, and then I was starting to work fill in this house. You see, there's the red thread that is still, yeah. So I was working on that. I can do that while I'm yik-yakking. I could also take this one. So many options. This would be a good fill-in. Oh, no, this white stitching. Boo on the white windows. I mean, I guess it's worth filling it in. But seriously, when you just look at it, the color's so close to the fabric color. But you got to do it, right? So this is the cute. So that's as far as I've gotten. Oh, I got a little bit of a flower basket up there. There. So I went right up the center. And so oodles of motifs left. So this one's nowhere even, like this one doesn't even dream about getting done in September. But I could make lots of progress. Progress is different than finishing. So those are my, as we've established now, it's 7, right? Those are my 7 samplers that I have going right now. And they're all, in Kari's terminology, big girls. Yes. So what to do? What to do? We shall see. All right, y'all didn't even know this, but there was a little intermission between that section and this section because it was 12 o'clock on Friday, September 1st. And if you know, you know what that means. Stop what you're doing. Alarm went off at 11:45. Had to go get myself on the StitchCon Weekend A waitlist. Pronto, super important, 12:01. Got my little alert, super excited. Hope I'm going to see you there. Okay. But back to the regularly scheduled Flosstube friends. Okay, where was I? Sampler September. Those are the samplers. What do you think? We're going to noodle it. We shall see. I have to start planning. Let's just, okay, we're going to dish and dag for a little bit. So we have to start, I have to start planning on what I'm going to bring, because in T-6 days, I'm going to be at Chantel's fantastic 141 pep rally. Super excited. The retreat in Michigan. Can't wait for all the things. Oh, one of the WIPs I forgot to show you. I am working. There's some stitching. Look, there's the back of my project. Yes, it's in a not so pretty project paper because it's a quickie. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to bring because I have to pack it all in the suitcase. So I'm trying to be realistic. Like, what are you really going to work on, Kari? Don't bring it all. And you're not driving your big giant SUV across the country. You're going on an airplane. You got to fit in the bag. Speaking of fit in the bags. No, we're going to circle back on that. We're going to stay on stitching, friends. Let's talk about some stitchy kindness, shall we? Okay, so I got this fantastic surprise package in the mail from my sweet friend Liz. Now, if you remember, I told you all we met up and went antiquing. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I haven't gone back to the antique shop, even though there was a thing that I regretted that I haven't bought. My week was super bonkers, so that did not allow for time. Do I wish that I could do it this weekend? Yes. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but one day. So she sent me, because this was the only chart she hadn't available. She was waiting for the cover sheet. So the 9th day of Christmas. Look, okay, first of all, This house is everything. And these little tiny people, first of all, for somebody, if you remember, we had Liz. We did a fun little floss tube when we did our 12 days of Christmas little special bundle last December. Super cute. So Liz, Rachel, and I did a floss tube episode. Super sweet. So Liz had told us at that time she had never designed a person, like charted a person. And so her maids of milking, 8 maids of milking, super cute chart from A Day was her first. And now she's like, ain't no thing for the people. She's got 9 they're adorable. Like, this tree is everything. I'm doing samplers, but the tree with the people and they're in the shape of a tree, it's perfection. Like, I almost want to switch, first of all. And I love that all the borders are different. I'm sorry for the glare, but I'm not taking it out. Okay, so this is another one just released this week. So if you haven't collected days 1 through 9, I also have all those samplers. I did not bring those out for Sampler September because I feel like that's more Christmas. And then my sweet, sweet friend sent me this beautiful card. Love it. We were talking, and at one point she was talking about her Prairie Schooler collection. And she was showing me, and I was like, ooh, like, so I have my 12 days of Christmas Prairie Schooler Santas that I've been working on. So fun. Love them so, so much. And I was like, I think that's a collection I need to start. And she says, just wait a minute. I'm going to help you start your collection. And I was like, oh, let me do, so not only, she sent me all of her duplicates for, so she's, I think they started in 1984, could be 87, could be 89, 80 something. I have a wealth of information, aren't I? 80 something is when the Prairie Schooler Santa started. They're super adorable. And some of them are way cuter. I mean, so they're all adorable. And so if it's 84, so that's a lot of years. It's almost 40 years. So next year could be 40, or this one's 40. I don't know, math. So, but she sent me, look, I 27. These are so fun. I don't even know. 85. Oh, there we go. Oh, it does say 86. Oh, maybe that wasn't. Hold on. This doesn't say. It says GPOP. Doesn't have a year on it. And then 85 and 86, 87. Okay, so it was obviously before 85. That first one was probably 84. 88, 89. Look at the cardinal. Oh, I love me a cardinal. Look at the little fish. We go to 92, 93. My gardener friend, I'm sure she, oh, more sunflower. Oh, my daughter loves the sun and the moon. What is this? 95, 96. So 97, we're just going to look at them for a while. So Liz stitches one of these every, oh, Noah's, I mean, come on. My son's name is Noah. Oh, okay. So I think I need to do the sun and moon one for my daughter and the Noah one for Noah. Gingerbread, love that. Drop one on the floor. 2000 word, that's a partridge. Oh, that one's so cute. 2023. Oh, stocking. Like, did she send me the whole collection? No, okay, we skipping a few, but holy moly, girlfriend. I didn't even know. Hold on. 2011, 12, 14. I'm trying to get through. My mom was calling me. Let me show you all these real quick. The polar bear is adorable. 18. Sheep. Oh, I want to do the sheep one. 20, 21. So I don't even know how many are in here. I hadn't even unwrapped the zipper or unwrapped the. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. Look, don't look at the chart. Thank you, Liz. Okay. So that was my sweet, sweet, sweet stitchy kindness from my friend Liz. And then I was lucky enough, I went and I got this beautiful, beautiful, thoughtful package from my friend Zan, Crazy Band Stitch Lady. And she sent me this fantastic package. I just want to show it to you because it's just, look, she was out antiquing and she's like, so now we are coffee mug twinsies. It was a set of 2. So she has one and I have one of these adorable antique Sue Bonnet cups. I love it so much. Look at that vintage calico. And this is very similar to my spring one with the watering can. Okay, and then she sent me a couple vintage stitchings. So pretty. Look at the pretty rose. So there were 2 pretty rose napkins. And then there was just this cute little applique napkin. And then vintage stitching pillowcases were all the rage. So this is a beautiful, this needs to be a project bag because of the width and the thing. So that's adorable. And this one's for me because I love it so much. Sometimes I have to keep the vintage stitching for myself. I just don't have to figure out what I'm going to put on because not only is it a Sue Bonnet, okay, it's a Sue Bonnet, adorable, but Sue Bonnet is stitching. I can't even see if you're, are you in the frame? I think you're in the frame. Look, sew on Wednesday. Okay, first of all, sew every day, but Sue Bonnet working on her needlepoint, cross stitch, stitching work, and her bonnet in pink. I mean, she's wearing a pink dress, people. I love this. So, to be honest, I'm not going to tell you what I'm thinking about doing. Maybe. I'll tell you later. But I have this project. It's over there. It like I said, I just come up with these harebrainy ideas sometimes. So, yes, I could put it on a project keeper, and it would be like the super, most special keeper in my personal collection ever. But I also think it might live a better life, even a better way. So, we'll see. We'll see. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love my Stitchy Kindness and my friends, and they send me all the things. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so you want to do some 2K, 2-year Flosstube Anniversary was last year. It was last episode, last month. Here I am. I'm a veteran 2-year. Yeah, and I just crossed over 10K super subscribers. Y'all are all super, but my 10K subscriber count, I can't imagine. Like, I have super huge thanks to send out to so many of my friends who have shouted me out, who are shouting me out and encouraging you guys to sign up and take me over that threshold. So fun. It's just fun. I just love my stitching community and growing all the things. So are you ready for the winners? Because, you know, if you've been waiting this long, if you came, you probably are like, okay, did I win? Did I win? Because we had lots of entries. Like, I don't even know how many comments. Tons, you guys. That's exciting that you guys are super excited about the giveaways. So let's do it. 1, 2. Okie dokie. I had to dance for you because you guys had so many fun comments on how, yes, I was super dancey last episode, and I kind of like dance all the time, but I'm going to keep it in check. I probably won't, really. Let's just be realistic. So I have, remember there were 10 prizes from last week. So I have all my giveaways. I use the random comment, YouTube tricker picker thing. Yep. And you had to enter in the certain words, and I've got all the words and the Post-its and the things. So this is how I'm going to do it. Remember? Okay. So if I announce your name, yay, I'm so excited for you. So if I announce your name, my email is down in the description box below. It's Kari@tigerlilyshop.com. There it is. So just send me an email and say, hi, my name is, and I won this, and give me your shipping address. It's just that simple. I'm going to, if you reach out to me before Tuesday, I could pop them in the store on Wednesday. I fly out Thursday to go to the retreat, so it's a little bonkers that day. So let's just say if by Tuesday, I can ship it by Wednesday, otherwise it'll be after the retreat. But otherwise, yay. Okay, so remember, let's just start off first. We had 4 beautiful charts from my friend Liz at Hello from Liz Mathews. She was so sweet to donate 4 of her charts. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see some of the ones that you guys stitched. Okay, so we're just going to start with this one. Quaker Pumpkins, yay! The winner for this one, I'm going to have to read and then show you. Pumpkins, the winner for this one is Melanie Heine 1812. Now remember, if that's you, do the things. Yay, congratulations. Oh, so sweet. Megan from Georgia Girl Stitching, she posted, so it says Autumn Harvest. I showed you guys my finish last week and I talked about her conversion. She changed the words, the text. She used the same, the font looks very similar to this Liz Mathews font. Beautiful. But then she would change, I forgot this. She put little acorns where the crows are. It's gorgeous. It's a free change on her. You can access it via her link. Through her Instagram page will take you to the link for her charting of different words if you wanted to turn this more into an autumn piece versus a Halloween pumpkin piece. Anyway, congratulations, Melanie. Next is Loved by You, and the winner for this one is Catherine Titus 1228. Congratulations. All right. Yay. Okay. The next one, love this. This is a beautiful monochromatic piece. Both ways you stitch it. This is, you're going to have to use the word snowflakes. And the winner on this one is Epworth Glen 7544. Congratulations, friend. And last but not least, this is the new chart from Liz Mathews. So this is a new release. It came out in Punch Needle and Primitive Magazine last fallish, but she just released it to the general public. So like if you didn't get the magazine, this is new to you. And the winner on this one is Carol Hartage 5514. Yay, congratulations to all my friends who won Liz's beautiful, beautiful charts. And thank you so much to Sweet Liz for giving me some of those to give away to you guys. Yay. Okay, so the next thing we have is, remember I had my little stitch bundles. And what these were, so there's 4 winners for this one. This was my stitch bag that was in the April Keeper Club box. I had this commissioned beautiful vinyl pouch, custom word sticks, project tracker cards, my favorite pony needles, size 28, 3 floss, always including Tiger Lily Party Paint, because you know, and a floss fairy wand. These were my little giveaways at StitchCon this year. So, and then a needle minder. So I have 4 stitch bundles to share. I know, are you ready? Okay, so I have these on cards. That way I can just keep track. This is, I like my little postage system. It doesn't work as well when they're just not a chart. So anyway, I've got Post-its and you can see the winners. So my first winner that I drew for one of the stitch ones is Katie Wiscombe 6155. Congratulations, Katie. All right, and then the next one. Okay, first of all, I struggled with this one because there's 2 of you. So I can't wait to see, like, if you're going to throw down, like, who's going to win? But I was so excited when this one pulled up. Floss Boss and Cousins. Congratulations, sweet friends. Who's going to throw down? I want to see it. I want to see it happen. Like, are you splitting it? You're going to play nice? I don't know how you're going to do it. I wish I had, like, an extra because I kind of don't want you to throw down, but let me know. The next winner is going to be Michelle M8284. Congratulations, Michelle. And last but not least, another one of my friends is Michelle from Penny's Daughter Shares. I'm so excited. She has come back kind of spits and spurts this year with her floss tubes. She took a little bit of a break, but now she's back and her stitching's gorgeous. So I'm super excited that she was able to get that she wanted into these. So that's always fun. Okay, so we got 2 more prizes. Okay, ready? So the first one, remember, was my mini keeper. This was the Tulip Peak OG exclusive. These were my table mate gifts at StitchCon this year. I made an extra for this giveaway. And the winner for this one is Miss Johnny Barton, 5901. Congratulations. Okay, are you ready? Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll, but the Keeper Club, the July Keeper Club box. So it's the full box, kit and caboodle with the floss and there was floss and the keeper and all the accoutrement that came in the July Keeper box. It's the last one. They're all gone, sent out into the world. And I have a sweet winner. And the winner is Fran Smith, 7905. Congratulations, Fran. I'm so excited that you are going to get a July Keeper Club. So friends, I had so much fun. I hope that you enjoyed just my tiny, tiny token of thanks for joining me, for being part of my community here, for joining me along these last 2 years. Hopefully we've got 2 years times a lot ahead of us, all the fun. Listen, I'm just having so much fun, and we're making all the things. Like, there are not enough hours in the day. All the things that I want to do, I'm like, I want to do this quilt along with my friends. I want to do this knit along with my friends, and this stitch along, and these things, all the things. I want to do all the things. I'm super excited. So yay. Congratulations to my 10 winners. I wish that I could have given a winner a prize to every single one of you, but just feel my thanks to you for so much, for your support and your love, and you're coming back every week, and your comments, and I read them, and you're liking, and you're subscribing, and all the things. I truly, truly appreciate you. So with that being said, we're going to switch gears. Yes. So I have the haul. I can see it over there. It is my new, I teased it last week. I had this new, because why not start a new thing? Thank you, Miss Nicole. But I'm going to push it another week because this is already too long. And there's 2 more things I want to talk about. And I definitely want those in this video. And I don't want them to skip out. And to be honest with you, I haven't done much with it. It all came. But time was not my friend this week. And so I didn't venture into this new endeavor. And if you watched Nicole, you might have already guessed. I did have some friends who were guessing, like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? I'm doing something. Well, we'll see if I do something. I got all the stuff to do the things. We'll see. But I'm going to save that for next time. Now, will it be next week? I don't know. Like, Flosstube Friday is always my jam, friends. But next Friday, I'm going to be at the retreat. And so unless I just get a funny little bee in my bonnet and I decide I want to go live with friends, I might get them to go live with me on Friday just for funsies, just to say hi. Don't you want to come along? If you want to come along, let me know. Yeah, I will definitely bring you along. Well, I would try. I promised that I was going to bring you along in Instagram stories to StitchCon, but then I was really bad at it because I was just in the moment having too much fun. I'm not mad about it. I really had fun, but I also want to bring you along because I, as a consumer of said Flosstube and people and all watching, I love when they go to retreats and watching things that I didn't get to go to. I like, oh, it's just fun. It's a much better movie than some of the movies are out. Anyway, we shall see. The moral of the story is put a pin in it. Not sure if I'm going to be here next Flosstube Friday. I might maybe film it on Monday because I come back Sunday night. I don't know. I don't know. You just have to be surprised. I don't know. But speaking of the retreat, so I have 2. We're going to switch gears to quilting, but we're kind of on point. So if you are coming to the retreat, or really, you don't have to be coming to the retreat for this project that I have decided to add to my list, and I'm super excited about it. Okay, so my sweet friend on Instagram, Hobbies of Holly. She has a public account, so I'm not sharing anything that isn't already put out there. So I feel okay sharing it, but I'm going to tell you a little bit of the background story of what I'm doing. So like I said, Holly's grandson, Graham, is fighting a fight. And he is just a little warrior crushing it in the Cincinnati ICU. And he's a frequent flyer there. But, you know, we pray for him and we think good thoughts and we want, although we're following on with his story. So, you know, if you've been in the stitching community at all, you've heard lots of Flosstubers are mentioning thoughts and well wishes up for Graham. So Holly put out a call. What she does as a quilter, you know, sometimes you feel like, what can I do? What can I do to help? And, or just as a person, you feel like, what can I do to help? And sometimes you just have to draw on your strengths, you know, of what you can do. And so in the ICU, which I think is beautiful, the babies, and on the little ones, all the ones, when they're there, they get wrapped up, they get covered, they get blanketed with a handmade quilt. It's not just a sterile off-the-shelf hospital blanket. This ICU, Cincinnati's ICU, they put homemade quilts, like, but you have to understand that obviously in a hospital situation, they have to get washed, like in super washing, cleaning, so they don't last that long. So they go through them very quickly. So Holly has said that, you know, she makes her and her quilty friends, they make blankets for the ICU on the regular. And I was like, this is totally something like This is in my wheelhouse. I can do this. So she gave out the details of what's associated with an ICU baby quilt. And I'm going to give you, here's the specs. It's a 36 inch by 36 inch finished square quilt. 3 feet by 3 feet. And if you're a quilter, you know that takes like no time to put together. It could just be solid fabric. But there's no batting in the middle. She has the details, and I've linked it on my Instagram story, all the details. The moral of the story of why I'm telling you this is that I have a goal of at least 21 quilts, being able to ship Holly 21 quilts here by September 23rd. My son, Noah, turns 21 this month, and that's just how I came up with the rhyme or reason. No rhyme or, I mean, I'm sure I'll do it again next month, but I just felt a calling to Graham and the son and the mama and the grand, like I just felt a connection that I wanted to do at least 21 quilts. And I have a lot of friends who are quilters or beginner quilters. And this is my call to you. If you are a beginner quilter and you just make quilt tops, maybe you're just like, okay, I just make blocks and they're tops and I send them off to a long armor and they do all the magic. I don't do the finishing. I don't do the binding. I don't that's okay. That's what I'm asking for. So this is the situation. What I'm asking for is if you were coming to the 141 retreat, this is for you. And it's also, if you're not coming, you can ship it to me. But this is easier if you're coming. If you're coming to the 141 and you have time and you feel called to help, then what I ask for you to do is to make a quilt top. Now, if you're an experienced quilter and you want to go ahead and finish the whole thing, awesome sauce. I'll take that one too. But if you're not and you just want to do a top, literally yesterday, I put this on my stories yesterday at 4 o'clock. And then I was like, okay, I'm stopping my work right now for the day at 4 o'clock. I'm going to go cut up some pieces. I'm going to make a quilt. Well, by 5:15, I had 2 tops done, ready to go. So they're not quilts. It's just the tops. But this is what I'm asking you for. Now, it doesn't have to be, it can be sawtooth stars. It can be stripes. It could be a 5x5 charm. This was not a 5x5 charm. It looks like it was, but it wasn't. This was Dr. Seuss fabric that I had in my stash from goodness knows when. That I had like yards of, not yards. I had 2.5 yards of Dr. Seuss fabric. And then I went and pulled some coordinating from my rainbow assortment, colors that would go with it. And I cut them into 6-inch blocks, 6-inch width of fabric strips. And then I sewed them together and then I sliced them and I sewed them again. And so I basically made just a sweet little patchwork. It measures about 37 by 37 as is. So then once I close it up and put it together, it'll be 36 by 36 because you can do the quilts 2 different ways. You can do them as like a pillowcase envelope, or you can do them as a traditional quilt with binding. The key is no batting. The quilts, they're kind of just like double layer sheet quilts. They're not like quilts with the batting. And anyway, all of Holly's information, I will see if I can link her post. I'm not quite sure how to do that. But if not, I will just copy and paste it and put it in the bottom of the description. Or email me. Email me, DM me. I will help you figure out the logistics if you want to make a quilt top. So like I said, I've got 2 quilt tops. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to make 2 quilt tops. So all I'm asking, if you feel so inclined, if you're a quilter, if you've got some extra fabric, the key is it needs to be non-seasonal fabric. So no Christmas, no Halloween, non-seasonal, right? And then, understand these are for kids. So nothing, juvenile fabrics are encouraged. Trucks and cars and dolls and Dr. Seuss and Disney and all the things, right? Whatever, just think kids. Just think kids. And so if you bring a quilt top, my plan is to bring an empty suitcase. I'm bringing 2 suitcases to Chantel's. One with my stuff and one empty. And I'm hoping that my sweet friends are going to help me fill this suitcase up with quilt tops. And then I'm going to come home and finish them off. It won't take me Take me a couple days, no biggie, for me to go ahead and turn your quilt tops into little quilt baby blankets. And then I'm going to send them all off to Holly, and she's going to take them to the ICU. And they're going to wrap them up and give those babies the love. Like, just share the love. Anyway, so that's my calling. That's my little... So if you are so inclined and you're a quilter, but you're not going to the retreat and you still feel inclined that you want to help, that you've got some stash, you've got a couple hours of sewing time this weekend, you want to, awesome. Thank you. My P.O. box is down in the description box below as well. So all I ask is, if you can, get them shipped to me. So by the time I get back on that Monday, I get back, I don't know, whatever day that is, 10/11 September, I'm going to just spend that week putting them together. So send me your quilt top, or if you go ahead, if you want to go ahead and do that, that would be great. But it's really just to make it easy for the people coming to the retreat. Like, everybody can just make a quilt top, fold it up. It's like the size of putting a shirt in your suitcase, and then you're done, and you're helping. You're helping. Just every quilt helps. Anyway, but so one other quilting news I want to share with you while we're in the quilting segment of the show. I did finish, well, finish is kind of a stretch of a word. I have 4 blocks now. Now, if you follow along on Instagram, you saw that I did, and of course, this is not very helpful of a picture. The moral of the story is it's not done yet. It's 4 24-inch blocks. This was a quilt block, beautiful pattern. Can you see the whole block? Yeah. Okay, so you can see the whole block pattern. This was a free block from a Fat Quarter Shop called the Wood Lily Block. It's from their vintage vintage block series. It is not an easy block. This would not be, I would not categorize this as a beginner block. It wasn't hard. It was just time consuming. Time consuming, lots of points. Directional fabric was a challenge, and it is the right direction. So, but it measures, so I only wanted to do, I was using a Fat Quarter bundle and everything wanted to be different. And I'm kind of like wonky with my colors and, you know, such. So it's 48 by 48. That's not big enough for squat. Like, that's not even a couch blanket. Like, it could be a blanket for Dabo or something, but Dabo's not going to get a hand-pieced. No matter how much I love my dog, he doesn't get a hand-pieced Halloween quilt. No. So I'm trying to figure out with the leftover fabric that I have from the quilt bundle. This was Riley Blake Sweet and Spooky, their bundle from last year. Super cute. I mean, oranges and pinks and purples. Love it. So beautiful Fat Quarter bundle that I used. And I'm just trying to figure out the sashing. I'm calling it sashing. I'm going to do a little more than just like a basic sashing. Whether I make like a square and square or just like flying geese that go around. I don't know. That's why I've kind of stalled. Shocker, I've stalled on this quilt. But I'm hoping that I can get it finished sooner rather than later to enjoy for this Halloween season. Although you really don't need a blanket for Halloween usually too much here in Northern Virginia. It's still, today is only 85, but on Monday it's going to be like 107 again. So, you know, welcome. Okay, that's where we are, friends. Let me check my list. Pretty sure. All the things. Yay. Okay, who knows how long this is. Hopefully you had fun. I surely did. As always, I'm off the wall talking a mile a minute. That's just, welcome to the Tiger Lily Show. That's what I've got for you, friends. So I'm super excited. I know so many of you have signed up for the Stitch Florida retreat. If not, get on the wait list. I think there's a wait list now. I signed up for StitchCon. I'll see you at Chantel's. You can always track me down on Instagram if you want to like see what Kari's doing on a random Tuesday. Sometimes I'll pop in and tell you, and you'll get the crazy hair. You don't get the hot pink lipstick on the Tuesday stories. It's legit like messy hair bun situation. Sometimes, you know, gotta keep it real. That's what I got. So until next time, friends. Happy quilting, happy knitting, happy making, happy hooking. Oh, I need to hook. All the things. And until next time, which might not be Friday, but it'll be sometime soon, happy stitching.